What is happening, Chiefs Kingdom? We are here for a regular season prediction. I'm going to tell you where I think the Chiefs will finish in 2025 once the regular season is finished. Let's go. And the first thing I want to say, this goes out to all the pundits out there who are saying that the Chiefs are going to take a step back. They just have a gut feeling that this is not going to be the Chiefs' year. Something is going to happen. These same people would lead you to believe that if something walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, swims like a duck, looks like a duck, everything else like a duck, is a chicken. The thing about the Chiefs that makes this team truly unique is that they have the best head coach of all time, and that will be proved in a few years whenever he passes the all-time win record for head coaches in the NFL, and the best quarterback of all time. That is, I can tell that by the eye test. So do not believe these pundits that are saying that the Chiefs are going to take a step back based on some feeling. The evidence is there that the Chiefs have the best head coach of all time and the best quarterback of all time from the eye test. That team is not going to take a step back. That team is going to be more dominant than any other team in NFL history. Granted, they have a lot of way to go to catch up with Bill Belichick and Tom Brady, but that's the direction this team is heading. And there's nothing that happened to the Chiefs this offseason that would suggest that they would take a step back. So if you're going off vibes, you're going off feelings, I got to tell you, I think your feelings are wrong. And I would never tell, my significant other that, but I'm going to tell the pundits this. I disagree strongly with your opinion that the Chiefs are going to take a step back because all the evidence is in front of us for them to have another strong year. So starting with their prediction, the Chiefs will play the Chargers in Brazil on a Friday night game, week 1. I have the Chiefs winning this game. I think it will be a close, hard-fought, contested game. I am big on Omarion Hampton. I really like this running back that the Chargers picked up, and I think people are going to see why he was taken in the first round, starting week 1 in Brazil. But ultimately, I do not think the Chargers' pass attack is enough to keep up with the Chiefs, even though Rashee Rice has been suspended for the first 6 games of the season. And now that we're talking about Rashee Rice, those first 6 games are between the Chargers, Eagles, Giants, Ravens, Jaguars, and Lions. That is a very rough stretch of the season for the Chiefs, but by the end of the season, Rashee Rice should be up to full speed and playing his best football and be a little more rested than the rest of the players on the team. So you got to take the good with the bad. Obviously, Rashee Rice should have been suspended. I think that his camp was afraid that maybe the suspension would be more than 6 games if they had pushed it to arbitration on the 30th, and they agreed with the suspension as is. So moving on to week 2, the Chiefs will rematch versus the Eagles. Please don't kill me, Chiefs Kingdom, but I think the Chiefs are going to lose this game in Kansas City, and they do not get that sweet revenge quite yet. I still think the Eagles are a very good team. The Chiefs will have some things they'll need to iron out. Rashee Rice is not playing, and the Chiefs lose that game. Next week, week 3, the Chiefs play the Giants at the Meadowlands on Sunday Night Football. This is an easy win for the Chiefs. Following that, the Ravens play the Chiefs again. The Ravens cannot shake the boogeyman that is the Kansas City Chiefs off their backs. The Chiefs win that game again, a game that has huge repercussions for playoff seeding at the end of the year. Week 5, the Chiefs have a Monday Night Football game versus the Jaguars. The Chiefs will win that game. Week 6, the Lions play in Kansas City, Sunday Night Football. And did you know Jared Goff has never lost a game against Patrick Mahomes where both of them have been starting that game? And also, did you know that I'm picking the Chiefs to win this game and for it to be the first time Jared Goff loses to Patrick Mahomes in an NFL game? So I'm picking the Chiefs to beat the Lions at home week 6. Week 7, Rashee Rice comes back. The Raiders are in town, come to Kansas City. The Chiefs win that game. Week 8, the Washington Commanders play in Kansas City, Monday Night Football game. This will be a very exciting game. I have circled this game on my calendar. I'm looking forward to Jaden Daniels versus Patrick Mahomes. I think Jaden Daniels is him, to be honest. I think Jaden Daniels is a very good quarterback, capable of taking Commanders places they have not been in a long time, just like they did last year, just like he did last year. I also like Dan Quinn. I think that this Commanders team is a team to be reckoned with. And all that said, I still think they lose to the Chiefs. It gets shown just a little bit why the Commanders are on the doorstep of being one of the elite teams in the NFL, but they're not quite there yet. They lose to the Chiefs in that Monday Night Football game. Next week, the Chiefs go to the Bills. They do their annual loss in the regular season, and then they will beat the Bills in the postseason again. So the Chiefs lose Week 9 versus the Bills. Week 10, the Chiefs go into the bye. Week 10 is a good time to have a bye. It's almost split in the middle of the season. I like to see it a little bit later, but Week 10 is not bad. Last season was rough. It was very early in the year, and it caused the Chiefs problems down the stretch because they really could have used a little time to rest up some of the injuries. There were some nagging issues that were happening in the team later on in the season. I think that extra week later in the year would have been helpful for them. Week 11, the Chiefs go to Denver, Mile High City, versus a Broncos team that many people are picking to win the AFC West. I am not picking the Broncos to win the AFC West. In fact, I am picking the Chiefs to win this game in Denver. I am not as high on the Denver Broncos as other people are. And the reason for that is because I think that the Broncos were something like 1-6 or 1-7 versus teams that made the playoffs last year. They did not do a great job versus the best competition. Bo Nix did get better as the season went on, but he did not play an unbelievable Mahomes-like season. He played well enough with that defense, and I think he's going to play well enough in 2025 to win a lot of games with the Broncos. But I'm not putting the Broncos on the Super Bowl caliber team list. I'm not doing that. They have to prove it to me first. And I think the Chiefs are going to win this game versus the Broncos in Week 11. Moving on to Week 12, the Colts at the Chiefs. I have the Chiefs winning this game. Now, every once in a while, I want to pick one game during the regular season where the Chiefs just lay an egg. And for whatever reason, the Colts have always been one of those teams that has almost kind of haunted the Chiefs and cursed the Chiefs. But I'm not thinking that it's going to happen this year. I'm picking the Chiefs to win. And maybe the Chiefs beat that curse when they beat them in the playoffs back in 2022, 2023. I can't remember when it was. Maybe 2021. It was a long time ago. My memory's not as good as it used to be. Week 13, the Chiefs play at the Cowboys. I think at this point in time in the season, the Cowboys are in free fall spiral mode, and the Chiefs win this game. Week 14, Houston at Kansas City. The Chiefs are going to win this game as well. I think there's a lot of things to like about the Houston Texans, but they just don't have the defensive unit to keep up with the Chiefs' offense, and then the Chiefs' defense is just a tick better. So it's just not a good matchup for the Texans in that game. Kansas City comes away with the win. Week 15, the Chargers play at Kansas City. I thought about picking the Chargers to win this game, but then I realized I didn't want to be an idiot, so then I picked the Chiefs to win this game. I have the Chiefs winning Week 15 versus the Chargers. Week 16, Chiefs at Titans. This should be one of the easier games of the year for the Chiefs. They should win this game handily. Week 17, Broncos at the Chiefs. I have the Chiefs losing this game. The Broncos win this one, Week 17. Week 18, the Chiefs at the Raiders. Keep in mind there's a flag buried under Allegiant Stadium, a Chiefs flag nonetheless. The Chiefs are going to win in Allegiant Stadium on the road versus the Raiders Week 18 with their bench players. They're going to start their second string, and they are going to beat the Raiders, and it's going to be awesome. That is Week 18. Now, my final prediction for the Chiefs in 2025 is 14-3. I have used some kind of math formula to do this in the past, but I realized it was all kind of situating itself on a 13-4 record, and predicting the Chiefs to go 13-4 every year is boring. I don't like it, so I decided to get rid of my equation and just do my own thought experiment. I have Chiefs going 14-3. Speaking of thought experiments, I also passed the record prediction task to OpenAI. So I used ChatGPT to predict what the Chiefs' record will be, the Broncos' record will be, the Raiders' record will be, and the Chargers' record will be. And ChatGPT predicted that the Chiefs would go 17-0 in 2025. That's a pretty good year. They predicted the Chargers would finish second in the AFC West with a very good 13-4 record. The Broncos, on the other hand, they had finishing 10-7, and the Raiders were in last place with a 9-8 record. Compared these predictions against mine, once again, I had the Chiefs going 14-3. I had the Broncos going 12-5, the Chargers going 11-6, and the Raiders going 8-9. Last week, I picked up some heat for, I think, throwing some shade on the rest of the AFC West. Now's your chance in the comments to let me know what I got wrong with the Chiefs' record prediction. Are there any of these games you're worried about the Chiefs could potentially lose, or do you think they will win one of the games that I told you they would lose? What do you think about ChatGPT's 17-0 record prediction? Do you think it's dumb? I think many people would say that in that case. It's very rare, if not almost impossible, to be 17-0. During the regular season. Let me know down in the comments what you think. And as always, since you made it this far, hit that like button and subscribe if you have not done so already. This is Gary here at RGR Football signing out. I think we've got about 8 days until real NFL football happens. Man, am I excited. Let's go, Chiefs. Y'all take it easy.
Thanks for watching this video from the team at RGR Football. Click these videos to see more and subscribe to RGR Football.